The score is the score. The only place that people don't want to pay attention to the numbers is when it's the score or when you weigh yourself.
There's nothing worse than someone who uses data to justify lack of results.
Let me ask you something. What the hell is the definition of a moral victory?
There isn't one. It's bull. It's what losers tell themselves to feel better about losing.
Yeah.
Well, we almost made it, but we didn't.
Right.
That doesn't matter. You didn't make it. You lost. This misunderstanding costs more people their dreams than anything else. Like, no one gives a that you tried hard, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That sounds mean. I understand. You're sweating. You're working. You're trying. No one cares. No one cares. They only care about that if you won.
If you actually won.
If you want people to care about the struggle you went through, win. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality. Guys, today we have Andy and DJ Cruz. That's what we're going to do. And then we got a plus one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Tim Grover.
Hey-o.
What's up, man?
Everything is excellent. I'm at one of my favorite places with one of my favorite human beings.
That's mutual.
Yeah.
That's mutual.
Well,
If you guys don't know, Tim is one of the greatest performance coaches ever, both mental and physical. He has coached a number of the legendary athletes that you guys know of: Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. If you've seen The Last Dance, you've seen Tim. He's in there. Dwayne Wade. I mean, all kinds of guys. I think we've done some stuff with our buddy Bryce up there in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we've added a couple, we've added Max Crosby from the Las Vegas Raiders. Paul.
Stud.
Yes.
Stud.
Dog.
Yes. Paul Skeens from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Also stud.
Yes.
The best of the best.
No.
That's who goes to Tim. The best of the best. And I just so happen to be a very fortunate man to get to call Tim and have a good friendship with him, and he helps me out as well. So
We help each other out.
yeah,
That's what it's about. What's awesome about our relationship and the relationship with First Form and all the clients, it's never a one-way street. It's never a one-way street.
that might be a lie. He might be lying a little bit.
No, not at all. I can call you for anything. You can call
That's
me
fact.
for anything. It's like I've always said, if I needed a car, I'd say, Andy, he'd send me
Whatever you
anything
want.
whatever I want. I'd just say pick one, and literally it would be at my door the next day. No questions asked.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But DJ wouldn't be driving it there.
They wouldn't make it. Thought you said DJ was coming.
Yeah. So what's been going on, man?
Everything is excellent, man. Everything is excellent. Taking care of my health, getting into some new ventures, and I wanted to really expand this relationship that we have. You cannot really find too many. Everyone talks about being like-minded, and there's very few individuals that are actually like-minded. What I think about us is our minds are like beautifully haunted.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like,
That's a nice way of saying
There's
it.
a nice, they're beautifully haunted, but we've gone through some stuff.
Yeah.
We've gone through some stuff, and I tell everybody talks about their dreams, all the other stuff. It's just like how you get to this point is how you deal with your nightmares. And both you and I have dealt with some nightmares.
Yeah, man.
And continue to deal with them.
Yeah.
Everybody, before you can daydream, you got to deal with the nightmares that visit you at night.
Yep. Dude, I was thinking about this. When I first met Tim, you guys that don't know the backstory, we got a lot of new listeners.
I don't think I know how you guys met.
Yeah, so dude, when our business, around 2012, 13, 14, we started doing very well. And it became like overwhelming to go from how hard we were struggling to how well we were doing. And that sounds like a great thing, except when you don't know what the fuck you're doing, it's super hard. And I was having a really hard time relating to people, man. Like my whole life, I've been so competitive and wanted to win so bad. And I just feel, and I still feel this way.
Yeah, not wanting to still does.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away.
No, it's in your blood, bro.
It doesn't go. If you don't believe me, if you ever get a chance to come to headquarters, just ask for Pops.
Yeah. I mean, everything here is a competition. And it's like, when I was going through that time, I didn't have anybody to fucking talk to, bro. Like, I didn't have anybody that really understood how hungry and how bad and how desperate I was to win. And when you talk to people and you're built like that, you feel crazy, dude. And then what happens is over the course of time, when you've spent years and years and years and years like that, you start to feel like you're the one that's totally fucked and everybody else is normal. Because just like a lot of people I said on today's Real Talk, most people never really meet someone who is actually a top level performer in anything. They go their whole life and they never, ever, ever actually meet that person. And when you're wired that way, you feel the same way, but the other way. You go your whole life and you don't meet anybody that thinks like you, that doesn't think you're crazy, that doesn't think you're fucked up, that doesn't think you're too intense. And dude, it's a super lonely thing. Super lonely. And I picked up this book because you guys know I'm a big reader. I picked up this book called Relentless. I did not know Tim. I had never met him. I didn't know much about him. I knew you coached Michael Jordan. That's what I knew. And I picked up the book. I read the book, and it changed my life, dude. I mean, the way the book categorizes achievement and achievers and their mentalities into basically, 4 different categories. I mean, there's 3, but the 4th one is you're irrelevant, right? But, I read all this and I was like, oh, this makes sense.
Got it.
The guys who are doing shit because they have this different quality about them and this different way of living. And that kind of gave me permission to like be me. And it was super important in my life. And I said this the first time I had Tim on. I always say this. Dude, I was going through such a dark time at that time because, dude, when you feel like you're all alone like that, you start to think like, what the is the point of this? Like I'm all alone. I'm crazy. Nobody sees what I'm going through. Nobody gets it. Everybody tells me I'm too intense or insane or all these things, and none of them are good. And when you start to like realize, oh, you're not the only one, that makes you feel better. But when you do feel like you're the only one, you're like, what the fuck is the point of this? Like, what am I doing? And, Real Talk, that book, I say it and I tell everybody this. I mean, that book saved my life. I wouldn't sell that book for $100 million. The original book that I might sell for 100, but I wouldn't sell.
I'd get you another one.
Yeah.
Trust me. And I will bend all the pages.
Yeah.
I'll sweat on them. Do whatever you need to do.
We'll split it. All right. But like, dude, it's just it was such an important realization in my life. And then fast forward a year or two later, we both were speaking at the original 10X.
Yes.
And
standing next to each other, literally.
So I'm like, oh, this is what happened. So when I'm posting the book, or when I read the book, I posted it. And he started getting all these tags and shit, and the book started moving. And then, a couple years later, we both got hired to speak at 10X.
Yes.
And he's standing like one row in front of me, and I'm like, holy there's Tim Grover. And he looks back at me. He's like, Andy. Because he recognized me from social.
Yeah.
And then, dude,
That's always a weird thing, too, like when you meet those people in person.
It wasn't weird when we met. It was like we knew each other our whole lives.
Yes.
Really?
Instantly. Yeah.
Really?
It was cool, man.
Damn.
And we've been friends since. That was probably 2014 or 15. When
Yeah,
we, at Grant's thing.
And the thing that you say, the reason the like-minded individuals attract like-minded individuals. It's funny. People that never pay the price are the ones that scream the loudest.
Yeah.
And the ones that pay the price are the ones that live in silence.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Because when you scream, nobody hears you. No, literally nobody's around to hear you. Because they don't understand. I got this thing that I talk about, and everything that you've gone through, everything that you're going through at the highest level, people don't understand when you go from everything you've worked towards and all of a sudden it just happens. And there's a whole level that winning brings that people just don't understand because they've never been at that. They've never been at that level. All they see,
all the ancillary things that come in your life.
Yes, they just see the balloons, the confetti, the money, the car. They have literally no idea, and I literally call it the trauma of winning.
Yeah, well, it's real shit. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Your life changes.
Yes,
I mean the way people see you changes, the way people treat you changes, and usually. In a meaningful way, it's not that great.
You go from being a human being
to being a solution to problems. Yeah,
to being a resource. Literally, everybody's pulling at you. They're literally pulling at you. You become a resource for everything. Need money, need product, need this, need that. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? You literally become the resource, and then you're still trying to find some peace among yourself while everybody else is taking pieces and your piece from you.
Yeah. Dude, I would still rather be this way than be broke and irrelevant. I mean, you're trading boring shit.
No pressure.
Yeah.
No relevancy.
Dude, that's the truth.
No pressure, no relevancy. That's it. Everybody, you go through all these pressure situations of building a life, building a business, everything you want to become relevant. You don't want to be relevant, and there's a lot of people that choose not to be relevant. There's no pressure in anybody's life critiquing and criticizing everybody else.
You know what's interesting as you say that? I'm sitting here thinking about like that. Whether you choose whichever path you choose, because it is a choice. Whatever you end up getting, like for me, for someone who's never like acted on their ambitions or dreams, right? That first day, that second day, that third day fucking kills them, dude. It's totally out of like their routine, right? They're used to like just cruising, no pressure, no big deal. But then you take someone who's acclimated to the pressure and you try to make them sit on the couch for a day, and it's equally as difficult.
Yes.
People just don't believe that. And it's crazy to think about, like, I've been thinking, I knew you were coming on. I just kind of been thinking about different aspects of winning that nobody really talks about. And one of the things that nobody ever talks about is, that saying, like, it's one thing to get to the top. It's another thing to stay there, right? Like, I started thinking about that, and I always thought, but, it's probably just, that's probably something people say when they've won a lot. And I started, like, breaking it down. And what it really means, dude, and, like, what we really have to understand is that when you win, because we are all in a competition, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whether it's at your job, whether it's with yourself. But at the end of the day, the bar we set by winning is always going to be pursued by other people, okay? Let's take business, for example. We win, we do good, our company wins, we become the best in the industry. Now we've set a new bar. And that bar becomes the mark that everybody else is trying to surpass. All right. But here's the thing. Most companies will look around and they will say, oh, well, we're in this company. We deserve to win. No, you don't. And you don't deserve to, you don't deserve anything. Okay. Because what happens is these companies come in and they win, let's say 20% more than that bar that you already set, which means that you have to exceed their target when they're trying to beat you. So like if they're coming in at 20%, you got to come in at 22%. And that 22% is 22% above the best effort you could have ever given in your entire life, where you bled, you sweat, you cried, you stressed, you went crazy. And now you got to do more.
Still got to do more.
Bro.
Yeah.
And that's a game nobody talks about. They don't understand that. Like, that's why so many people they only have so much. Now, there is people who perpetually win their whole lives, but they're so rare because, dude, it's exhausting.
It is.
It's exhausting. Even if you're wired for it, even if you're built for it, it's exhausting, dude. Like, you imagine setting the bar and then every year having to figure out how to do better than that when that was your best. And then you're only a year down the road. It's not like you're 10 years down the road. There's a big difference between me now and me 10 years ago, or me even 4 years ago. But me last year, that's a little difference. And you're expected to produce a big result. And it's hard, dude. And that's something people don't understand. Because to be financially successful in life and to win, you have to win for a long time. 1 year is not going to cut it.
No.
So it has to become who the f you are. And a problem that I see, and I would like to hear your take on this, the problem I see in society is like society's become so mediocre and so soft and so weak that they take people who are built to win and create and become and set the bar for society, and they make them think there's something wrong with them. They tell them they're crazy. They tell them they work too hard. They tell them they're out of balance. Well, guess what, these are the people that create the world for you to live in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So why not just let them do their thing instead of criticizing them and say, thank you for making the world a better place for me to live in? Like, these things nobody ever thinks about, bro. You know what I'm saying? And dude, when we think about like the cost to do that and live that way, it's substantial. It's a real thing. And it's interesting how everybody around thinks that they're going to live this big life, this crazy life. We got all these knuckleheads out here telling everybody they're going to be rich in a week. And people just aren't prepared for the fucking journey, bro. They're not built for it. And I try to tell people that, and they're like, you're discouraging me. If that discourages you, bro, you don't have what it takes.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because if you really had what it takes, nothing would discourage you.
Right.
I'm just trying to prepare people who aren't built for it to not waste their life in something that they're not. Like, bro, I'm not playing in the NBA. Like, I would appreciate it if I went out and tried to be in the NBA, if Tim pulled me aside and said, come here, this ain't for you.
Andy, my boy.
You know how many of my clients that had came through my facility when I was heavily involved in training, I would pull them aside and say, listen, you're not good enough. And they would not believe me. I said, listen, I'm telling you the truth. You are not good enough. I said, you can make some money overseas. You can make some money in the developmental league. But I said, you are not. And then somebody else would pull that individual and say, oh, Grover doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And they would take them. They'd go work out somewhere else. They'd go train somewhere else. 10 years later, I'd run into them, and they'll come up to me and say, you're the only person that told me the truth.
Yeah,
you're
bro.
the only person that told me the truth. It's going back to what you said. Making it to the top is not the same as making it at the top.
Yeah, dude.
All right. You've seen how many businesses, how many athletes, how many individuals, they get to the top. All right. And now what you just said, the improvement from there is so difficult. Look at your company. Everybody man, you guys got that. You got the best products. You got the best products. You say, no, we're going to make them even better. Well, how do you improve on the best? How do you improve on the best? Everybody, when you guys got into the energy space, what are you doing, man? You guys are crazy. No, this is out of your wheelhouse. You need to stay with us. And you know what your answer is? Watch me.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. Watch, because that's what people do. That's what winners do. They figure things out. What society wants now, they want an easy job, they want lots of free time, and they want to make lots of money.
Yeah.
That puzzle doesn't fit.
No, it doesn't.
None of those pieces fit. None of those pieces fit together. They just don't.
Dude, I was sitting with my buddy Zoltan. You might be familiar with him. He plays guitar for Five Finger Death Punch.
Yes.
We were sitting in my house one night, and I was going through a challenging time. We were just talking. We were talking a little bit about this because, like, dude, even after you like realize that you're built for it, sometimes you're around enough people, you're like, I am crazy. You start believing that there's something wrong with you again. And I was going through one of those phases, and he's like, bro, did you ever consider the fact that, like, we need people in the world that love the fucking war? Like, we need people like you. Like, there's nothing wrong with you, dude. Mm. And I'm like, you were sitting there.
Yeah, I was there.
I was like,
I was there.
That's accurate. Like, what am I doing trying to calm my shit down?
You're trying to fight who you're supposed to be,
dude.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. And that struggle is very common with ambitious people. Mm-hmm. We have two kinds of people. We have these people, and you hear this all the time. We got these people that haven't done shit. They're not wired to do shit. They think they're somebody that they aren't. These are all the guys who read your book and say, well, I'm a cleaner. Yeah. Right? And
what do we say?
Yeah.
A cleaner never calls himself a cleaner.
Because, dude, that's the nature of success.
Right.
Like, how do you feel now that you've made it? The f you talking about, bro?
Made what?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the brownies, I made the brownies. They were good. We just don't think that way. And, I think there's a very big problem with the world. I think a lot, because we, obviously have a lot of people who are high achievers that listen to the show or want to be. And one of the biggest problems, man, is that, like, we're constantly inundated with this weak victim bullshit. You gotta balance your day out, or you have to do this, or you gotta do this, and you gotta have peace, and you got darkness and war and destruction in my heart.
Yeah.
And if this were the 1400s, I'd be riding around on a horse, cutting motherfuckers' heads off. Okay. But instead, lucky for society, I can do business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand there are people that are built for this. And if you're one of these people that's built for this, when you consume all this bullshit on the internet, it starts to fuck you up. And you have to realize that is written for everybody else. That is not written for the people that change the world. That is written for your average dude who is stressed because fucking he didn't cut the grass yet this week or whatever, right? Like, it's not for you. And I think that's a big deal that, like, a lot of you guys who have ambitions and goals and dreams, you have to realize that shit will fuck you up. You need to stay the away from it.
Every client that I've ever worked with, from a business standpoint, from an athletic standpoint, when you talk about cutting the grass and see, this is why we relate so well. Winners have this thing. They need to finish. They need to finish everything that they started at the highest level. There's a thing. I must finish. I must finish this. No matter. And somebody says, "Man, you can do this tomorrow." We don't see tomorrow. We don't see tomorrow. All right. We see the moment now. We see the moment now, and we know we have to finish at the highest level, because if we're fortunate enough to have tomorrow, there's more things that need to be finished.
Yeah.
There are more things that need to be finished. And that's why when people tell you, You need to unwind. You need to relax. We are the most uncomfortable when we are unwound.
Dude.
It's just like it's not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling. We relax in ways that are special to us. We release for a moment in ways that are unique to us, that the other society people just don't understand.
They don't understand, and a lot of times they don't approve either.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're not looking. We're
Yeah.
not looking for their. We're not looking for their approval, because here's the thing: if we're looking for their approval, we're them.
Yeah, no shit.
We're them. All right, and what it is when you talk about all the information that everybody's inundated out there with. When I look at those things, that's entertainment for us.
Yeah.
It's literally entertainment, and you're just like, well, we just laugh. Anytime there's a negative post, and I've never reacted to one, I just laugh. I just laugh, because here's the thing: if you get emotional about something that's said about you, or you say about something, or something that you post on your podcast, on your different platforms, and people say you're fucking crazy, you're this, you're right. You just struck a nerve.
Yeah.
You just struck. And what happens when you strike a nerve? The first thing is for them to put up their defense shield, because now what happens is they're so busy trying to expose you, they just got exposed. The mirror does not lie. The mirror, there's a reason in your 75 hard, you say every single day, every single workout, take a picture of yourself, because that mirror does not lie. You lie, but that mirror is not lying.
Nope. Never does.
Mm-mm. And how many times, going back on that, and I know that you've had millions of people do that program. How many times have you started over?
Quite a few. I've had a hard time this year, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it look, it's called 75 hard. It's not, you don't get used to it, because you have to push yourself to do it.
But
if you're doing it right, you are pushing yourself to do it. And it's not just easy, no matter who you are. But yeah, bro, lots of times.
And you don't get used to winning.
No.
Because there's always more. There's always more. There's always more. You like, yeah, you won that. That's great. That's great. But what's next? What if this always has to be a next? We talk about, I use this analogy a lot. Okay. Hell is definitely a place. It's a place, okay? But hell is a place where you either stay or you start. We've all started in hell. The winners decide not to stay. Most people love to stay. And everybody thinks hell is this crazy place and all. Hell is one of the most comfortable environments out there, because that's where all your excuses live.
Oh, man.
That's where all the same people that, you tell them, oh, everything's going to be great. Oh, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about this. They point fingers at everybody else. Everybody says, come on over here. This is where it's comfortable. This is where we understand you. You shouldn't have to work so hard. You don't have to be successful. You don't have to want it all. And everybody, yeah, you know what? That's great. And it's constantly trying to pull you back. But what we do is, and every CEO, because every company that's running a business and that's public out there, they got investors. They got people that have bought stock into it. They bought the company, and they're like, okay, yeah, we finished off this fiscal year and the stock price is X. Great. We can't be here the same place next year. So what do those individuals do? They're like, oh man, we made it. As soon as that year books close, what do? They take that trip back to hell. But they don't stay there. But most people that run businesses into the ground or get to a certain level, or athletes, whatever it may be, individuals or so forth, when they make that trip back to hell again and people say, hey, man, you don't have to do that again. You don't have to work that hard. Don't worry about those people. Just relax, unwind. Come on, enjoy yourself and so forth. And there's more people. It's that tug of war. There's more of those people tugging at you. And then you look at yourself and you're like, no, I can't stay here. I need to, this is a place where I'm going to start, but I'm not going to stay here. But then you look at your hands and, you look at how bloody they are. They got the calluses, they got the blisters. You look at yourself in the face, you look yourself in the face and you're like, man, people's like, I'm worn out. I'm tired. But everybody looks at those things as being ugly, and you look at those things as being beautiful.
Yeah, dude.
You look at them and there is nothing more powerful than an individual that can heal their own wounds. So when they see those wounds on themselves, they know they earned them. And they said, the only way I can heal these things again is I got to win again. I have to win again. And the winning is just not for me. When you win, all the people that listen to you on a regular basis, that like say, hey, this is the person I want to listen to. This is the person I want to follow because he's giving me the information straight. Not only does he talk the talk, but guess what? He's got how many square footage of results and how many products of proof. There's validation in that. So it's not only for us. It's for those individuals. We want to touch as many individuals. We want to show them it's possible. It's real, but there's a huge price that comes with it, and that price continues to go up. And at some point, people just don't want to pay that price anymore.
Man, it's facts. Dude, one question before we get into the show. From your experience of dealing with the best performers on the planet ever, is it hate to lose or is it love to win?
It's neither.
What do you think it is?
It's neither. You know what? They hate to lose and they love to win, but it's a combination of both. See, what happens is when you think of hate to lose, whether they hate to lose or they love to win, you're letting your emotions get in the way. You're letting your emotions get in the way. You're letting your man, I hate to lose. All right. Or when you win, you're like, yes, I win. Most individuals being able to have control over that emotion, being able to have control of your thoughts, being able to have control of your actions, being able to have control of your emotions is what true winners are about. People want to celebrate too early. They want to celebrate too soon. When you win, when you win at the highest level, that's when you want to celebrate. I was watching, I think it was Wimbledon. All right, I was watching Wimbledon, and there was a match going on, and the person had won the match, and I just watched everybody's reaction after the match, and I said, the next match that person plays, they're going to lose. They're going to lose, because literally winning that match was their celebration. That was their confetti moaning. That's where all their energy went. That's where all their emotions went. That's where all their their thoughts went, not realizing I'm not finished.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not finished. All right. So when people talk about, man, whether it's hate to lose, or I love to win, that means you're letting an emotional component get in. And the only emotional component, the only thing that should ever affect your emotion is when you do win. Derek Jeter had this unbelievable thing. I saw a post that come in, and they asked him what was his toughest years, and he mentioned every single year he didn't win the World Series. He goes, those were my toughest years. Not he didn't pick a moment, he didn't pick this, he didn't pick the. He goes, I play to win. He goes, I play to win. And when you play to win, you have control over your behavior. You have control over your thoughts. You have control over your emotions. You have control over your actions. People celebrate too soon. Celebrate hard, but don't celebrate long. But you have to. That celebration doesn't. People want to celebrate. If you win, let's go back to tennis. You have to win multiple matches in order to be considered the winner. You got individuals celebrating every single
round one.
Yeah. There's a big difference between enjoying the moment and a celebration. Enjoy those wins, but save the celebration for the end. Save the celebration for the end.
But there's also there's almost because I seen playing football, coaching football, you see people win. I remember one time there was a game, our kids won, and they're doing front flips and stuff and cartwheels. And it's the head coach, he's like, "What do you guys are acting like you're surprised. This was expected. There's an expectation. What is this? Y'all act like y'all surprised that y'all won. No, there was a game plan here. There was practices that we showed up to. There, you know what I'm saying? There was all these pieces that went into this. What are y'all acting like y'all surprised that we won?
I think that's a huge deal.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think, I know for me, I could win the world's biggest event today and not really even give a f. I mean, I'd be glad I won.
For sure.
But you're not going to see me run around like a weirdo.
There'd be some fist bumps.
Listen, I expect to win. I expect it. That's my standard. I expect to win.
You're not in this to lose.
No, but it's an expectation.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's having confidence in your process that you win.
It's an expectation. It's not confidence. It's not. It's fucking. That is the minimal acceptable standard to me. Period. That's it. And when it comes to losing, I feel like a hate to lose mentality is almost required because it sets the bar for what's acceptable. You almost have to hate losing so much that you are not willing to accept anything other than the win.
I agree with you, Andy, but only if you're only if you're wired a certain way. If you're only wired a certain way, because a lot of individuals cannot handle hate. They cannot handle hate.
Yeah.
They just can't. This goes back to what you said about the sensitivity meter. All right. How can you hate to lose if your sensitivity meter is extremely volatile? Everybody talk, it's a great thing to say. It's a great thing to say, man, I hate to lose. But when you do lose, what do you do immediately next?
Well, you got to be disciplined in the method.
Yeah.
I can hate to lose and still understand that me throwing some sort of tantrum doesn't help.
Yeah, right.
Right. I hate to lose,
and that's
and
the
then
emotion.
It drives me back to work.
That's the emotion part I'm talking.
Yeah.
That's the emotion part I was talking about. When people say that they hate to lose, and they go out and they release all these emotions instead of, you know what? Hey,
no, you should pour that into the reps.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I love it. No, I love it. That's great, man.
Yeah, dude. Losing and winning is my favorite thing to talk about. And yours too. Yeah.
Because there's no in between.
Yeah.
Listen, it's funny. There was a story on that I read of a general manager of an NBA basketball team. He's really big into analytics, and I don't throw names out there. That's not what I do. All right. He literally went up. He was with another organization. He literally went up to the team had just lost a game. Literally just lost a game in the playoffs. He went up to the owner of the team, and he was a big analytics guy, and he showed the numbers. He said, well, if you look at the numbers, we actually won.
Dude,
True story. True story.
bro.
The score is the score. All right, it's funny. Everybody wants the numbers. The numbers in your bank account are the numbers in your bank account. The numbers in your business are the numbers in your business. The only place that people don't want to pay attention to the numbers is when it's the score or when you weigh yourself.
Yeah, dude, that's such a huge, because like data is such a huge part of business and winning. It just is. But there's nothing worse than someone who uses data to justify lack of results. They say, yeah, but yeah, see the score? That's the number. It doesn't matter all this shit. Dude.
Dangerous word, but dangerous word.
Dude,
but,
it's the worst. It's like the moral victory. You know, like, oh yeah, you know, well, the data says we should.
We had some first downs. That's our season high first downs.
Hey, let me ask you something. Both of you guys, DJ, what the hell is the definition of a moral victory?
There isn't one. It's bullshit. It's what losers tell themselves to feel better about losing.
Yeah.
It's the truth. And it's become accepted in reality as some sort of like consolation prize. There is no consolation prize. There is, and then there isn't. You either won or you lost. You did it or you didn't. You either are or you aren't. And that's the reality of life. And this attitude that we've conditioned society to be like refuses to acknowledge the truth because they tell themselves these bridge stories, right? Well, we almost made it, but we didn't.
Right.
That doesn't matter. You didn't make it. You lost. Like this misunderstanding, I think, costs more people their dreams than anything else. Like no one gives a shit that you tried hard, bro. Like, I'm sorry. That sounds mean. I understand. You're sweating. You're working. You're trying. No one cares. No one cares. They only care about that shit if you won.
If you actually won.
If you want people to care about the struggle you went through, win. That's it.
Oh, man.
Otherwise, they don't give a
That's real, man. That's real.
Consolation prize.
That's the hammer right there.
Yeah, my moral victory. Yeah, but, you know, we tried hard.
Feel good about myself for trying hard.
If my aunt had dick, she'd be my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's the Anyway.
No, that's real, man.
You look at we got on. How often do I get out? DJ, hey man, where's your weight at? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm he's not responding.
Yeah.
All right.
Tim hits me up personally, by the way, guys.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
I say, hey man, what the hell's going on? I know he's holding himself accountable, but here's the thing. Everybody who holds themselves accountable has somebody else who's also holding themselves accountable. All right. I have a direct line to Andrew. Andrew has a direct line to me. And I know if I'm up, I'm getting a text from him. I know. Am I just saying? And here's the thing.
No.
It won't be an explanation. You know what it's going to say? It's going to say, dude. That's all it's going to say.
Yeah.
And I already know. I already know what that meant. There's no explanation needed. There's no long sentence. There isn't anything. Dude, got it. Same thing with his brother, Sal.
Yeah.
Same thing with him. You know, he obviously if you follow Sal, and if you're not, you should. All right. I'm watching him raise his 3 beautiful kids. And the one thing I text him, I see, you know, he was in wrestling, and he's all doing all these different things. And I said, listen, Sal, whatever you do, I said, make sure he has something physical for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life. And the girls are doing gymnastics and all this other stuff. Because once you take care of the physical, you feel so much better about yourself. Then you as a mental individual, you don't need long sentences to explain. Just a simple dude is going to be like, I got it. I got it.
It's simple.
It's simple. People want to make things so freaking
Bro, that's why
complex.
I get so annoyed talking about it sometimes, Tim. It's like, this ain't hard, bro.
And you said it so many times.
Yes,
It's not.
you got to do it. All these people listen to all this bullshit by all these average looking for this secret that doesn't exist. And then the people who tell them the secret for a decade it's like, dude, listen, I can promise you this. None of these other that you listen to are going to tell you anything that actually gets you where you want to go, different than what I'm telling you. That works. That's it. There's like 3 things that work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to do the shit. You got to have an idea that
You can do it for a long
and
time.
you got to be relentless about it for forever. And everybody listens to all this garbage, like hoping it'll motivate them. Bro, if your own life doesn't motivate you, then you ain't making it. If you can't look around at your life and say, damn, dude, I need to make a change, you ain't got it. It ain't going to work. If you need to be pumped up all the time and told how great you could be and this and that, you ain't got it. If you got to be convinced to go and you got to have your hand held, you ain't got it. If you got to have every question answered by somebody who's an expert and you wait to do anything until your quote unquote mentor gets back to you, you don't have it. You don't have it.
Everybody wants to be told what to do when you already know what to do.
Dude, it's fucking frustrating.
Yeah. Hey, listen to Tony Vaughn. How many times do you say this over and over again? You can always tell. Now, Andy's already got a lot of bass in his voice.
Yeah.
So does Dee. And when he brings up this point, it agitates and irritates him even more.
Because it's disrespectful to the people
is.
who have actually done things.
Yes.
It's saying to this. It's like sitting across from me, and I know all the things I've had to go through. I know all the challenges, all the trials, all the tribulations, all the suicidal thoughts, all the bad, all of it, all of it, being misunderstood, being called names, being made fun of, being laughed at, all of it. I know exactly what I've gone through to get to this point. And when someone sits across from me and starts asking me questions about how to get around that, and basically, so-and-so said this is the hack. Well, so-and-so's broke. They got a podcast microphone and they make videos on the internet. They're a content creator, okay? We have to understand that when you sit across from someone who's paid that price and you ask them what the shortcut is, they want to choke you, okay? Real talk. Like, I want to reach across the table and rip your Adam's apple out because you're disrespecting the work that and the struggle and the pain that I've had to go through. And then it's sort of insinuating you didn't really have to go through all that, did you? You didn't really. That's kind of bullshit, isn't it?
Well, that's just you. I'm different though.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they think that there's some sort of entitlement because they get to skip the fight. Bro, you're not even any good at what you do. You haven't even started learning this yet. What makes you think that that's like going to the NBA practice and standing on the sideline and like going out and shooting some free throws and be like, hey, LeBron, give me the secret, bro. Like, you didn't really do all that work.
It can't be that hard. It's just
MJ, you didn't do all that practice, bro. Come on, you didn't get up at 3:00 in the morning and do chest passes. What's the real secret? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dude,
well,
like I will choke you. You know what I'm saying?
And how many times have both of you and everybody sitting in this room, man, what's the one thing? I will stop right there. What's the one? What's
fuck.
the one thing?
Yeah.
What's your morning routine?
Yeah. What? There is no one thing. And the minute you tell them that, they're like, "Whoa."
No.
What's the one? What's the one thing? Why did in my
one
books,
thing.
Relentless and Winning, I listed everything as one?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's all these things,
I was
and
thinking
then
about
there's
that
more.
when you were saying the hell analogy. If you really want to break that down further, you start out in hell every morning, bro.
Every
And you
morning.
got to do everything you can to dig out by the end of the day. And guess what? When you wake up in the morning, you're going to be there again.
Yeah.
And that's what success building is like.
That's
Listen.
your one thing for you.
Yeah.
There you
Every
go.
day. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Everybody.
Here's the one thing. It's going to suck. How about that?
If you get listen, if you blessed every single morning or night, whenever you get up, to open your eyes. I do this every single day. This is my morning routine. It's for people that was, oh, Grover, what I'm about to tell you right now. If I'm blessed enough to have another day and I open my eyes and I can put my feet on the ground, the first thing I say is thank you. And now the rest is up to me. The rest is up to you. That's it. Because one day, I'm not going to have the opportunity to do either.
Yeah.
And the thing that you talk to the biggest achievers, and if you can get them to tell you the truth, not the stuff that everybody wants to hear. And that's the one thing about this. You will always hear. You will get, you won't get what you want to hear. You get what you need to hear. All right? It's always on you. It's always going to be on you. Once you wake up in that morning, every decision you make, every action you make, all those things is going to determine where everything is going to go. There's been people that have woken up one morning and just said, I don't like the way I look anymore. Total transformation. People that wake up in the morning and says, I'm never drinking again. Well, I'm never going to do drugs. I'm never going to do this. They wake up and they say, I make that decision. And what he says, and you think like Andrew just said, you think that's easy when they get up in the morning? That's hell. All right. I was a very heavy individual. Okay. DJ was a very heavy individual. You don't think so? That heavy individual every single morning when we get up is standing right next to the bed and saying, hey man, we want you back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We want you back.
Oh, yeah.
Why you gotta go work? Why you gotta go work out? Go back into bed. I stayed in a very nice hotel while I'm out here. Man, that bed was comfortable. Them sheets were nice. All right. Hey, I could have easily rolled over. Gotta go work out. Gotta get my workout in. I have to do this. I gotta prepare. I got some things. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be asked to do this tremendous podcast. I have to be prepared for it. Because if I'm not prepared for it, the person that's sitting in that chair across from me, he's going to have no issues exposing me. Because I put myself in that position to
Tim,
be exposed.
You're not exposable.
Yeah, you're unexposable. I think you're unexposable.
Well,
All right, let's talk about these idiots going on in the world.
Let's get into it, guys. It is Cruise the Internet. We're going to do some cruising with Tim, man. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Let's get into it, guys. Remember, as always.
Hold on, before we get cruising, Eddie, what car are we cruising in right now?
What did I drive today?
350.
350R.
Mhm.
I drove my Mustang 350R. Yeah, it's not the flashiest thing, but it's one of the most fun cars to drive ever. Yeah, so I love it. I drive it a lot.
Yeah, you've been ripping it. You've been ripping it.
I like things. I'm starting to like really like, I've had the nice cars forever. So now I'm starting to like care way less about the whatever, the prestige, and starting to like really enjoy getting better as a driver. So I'm like getting more into like raw race type cars that are manual transmission, that I could practice driving in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's evolution. That's growth. That's
Yeah.
change.
I still like all the other shit, but like I try to drive a manual transmission car as much as possible because it takes a lifetime to master.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And it's interesting.
Yes, it does.
People that drive a commute manual, they're like, oh, like I'm talking about driving it like a race car.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking heel toe rub matches. Like these are things that they take coordination.
If by that statement you didn't figure that out.
Yeah, but
yeah.
We got a quick commute too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Well, guys, remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them all linked there for you. If you guys are listening on audio, come check us out. Multiple locations. Find us on the Tube. Find us on the X, and also find us on Spotify.
If you can't find us, you ain't looking.
You ain't looking hard. That's true.
You're literally not. You're not looking.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I had a little intro here. I thought this was interesting. There was a typhoon that blew through Taiwan. Did you guys see that or hear about that at all?
No.
Yeah, pretty bad typhoon going on that blew through it. And there's a website I guess you can go to. It's like a in-depth weather calculator thing. It's like it shows all the wind stuff, and it's called windy.com. And you can go there and check it out for yourselves. I'm not trying to pull a leg here. It's just
trying
real.
to pull something else.
This is the typhoon that's hitting Taiwan. Apparently.
So Taiwan's getting.
This is real too. This is not bullshit. Grok verified it, saying this windy.com map shows wind patterns from Typhoon Podol hitting southern Taiwan today, August 13th, 2025. Purple areas indicate gusts exceeding 11 meters per second, with swirls near Kaohsiung and Lanniu. The formation amusingly resembles male genitalia, with Taiwan as the shaft. Stay safe amid the storm.
So is that looking out of the left side mirror or the right side, where it says objects may seem closer than they appear?
Yeah,
it looks like one of them.
It looks on par for the region.
I mean, it looks, yes. That's what I was going to say.
And with that thing, only
looks
one person is missing.
That's right.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I don't know. Taiwan's actually not a bad looking place though. But there's like 33 people been injured so far. So I mean, we'll stay up to date. It's moving into China, so I'm sure it'll get a little bit smaller. But no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into the cruise, man. We gotta check in on some stuff. We got some stuff that's happening. Want to do headline number one. Going into our first set of headlines here. Got to go back to D.C. There's been some updates going on. The crime thing is a big conversation right now across the country. Crime rates happening everywhere. And Trump did something crazy in D.C. where he enacted the Federal Guard, National Guard. We talked about this the last CTI. There's been some updates. Now you got D.C. residents heckle authorities at checkpoint amid ramped up federal presence. So federal law enforcement officers in Washington were heckled Wednesday as tensions rise in the nation's capital over President Trump's move to take over the local police force. A group of protesters near the 14th Street Northwest corridor, where the agents established a vehicle checkpoint, shouted out or held up signs with phrases such as "Go home, fascists," and "Get off our streets." There is a clip here. Let's check this out.
Here's a real cop. He has a badge. He has insignia. He has a name on his chest. That's a real cop.
Fuck no!
Go home.
He's citizens. He's not a real cop.
So it's like 15 people,
Yeah.
right?
And now one of them looks like they do shit but complain.
Well, it's the same people, man. It's the same people. And it's like, they're upset because because crime is so bad there. The police are coming in to help put a stop to the crime. It's like they're protesting to allow communities to continue to get devastated, is what it sounds like. Now,
It's interesting too because I was watching on TV And it seems like both the left and the right are in favor of this in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the
Like
actual
even-
residents.
Yeah, well, even the liberal media was covering it, saying that like they
CNN.
thought it was a good idea because they live in Washington, D.C. and they know how bad it is.
Yeah, or you can't go to CVS and get deodorant because it's behind plexiglass. It's
Yeah.
like
It's bullshit.
It's bad. It's not just DC. Now, Tim, you're Chicago, right?
Yes.
How's Chicago right now? What would you say the temp is in Chicago?
Well, the temperature, outside temperature is very warm, but the way the city, people already know.
Yeah,
People already know. There's very few people are happy with the situation that's going on. I've been a lifer for Chicago, and for the first time, I've actually thought about, I might have had enough. I just might have had enough. Here's the thing. For some reason, I don't understand this. Why people just cannot work together. It's like point counterpoint, point counterpoint. Everybody's just arguing. Nothing's getting done. Everybody's pointing fingers at the other individuals instead of actually doing something that can make life better, the streets, everything better for everyone, not just in Chicago and DC, where California, Florida, wherever it may be, whatever it may be. It's the first thing we got to do is come together. Like this is like, all right, I'm watching this video now. All right, so you got the people on the other side. If something happened to them in their house, who's the first people they're going to call?
Bro, if something happened right there, if
Right now.
someone drove down the street right there, like they do everywhere night in Chicago, and started popping off gun rounds, they would look directly to the same people they're heckling and say, do something.
But
That's
don't
the
do
problem.
nothing too hard though.
But
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
Well,
crazy.
dude, those
man.
people have never been affected by actual violent crime. They've never had. Listen, you cannot behave that way without being ignorant to the effect that crime actually has on a family or an
Yeah.
individual.
Go tell that to somebody whose loved one was killed by gun violence.
Correct. And on top of that, dude, for us to get together and be unified, we would have to come to an understanding that crime is bad. Violence is bad.
And we've literally got to a point where we have to come to an understanding to say that crime is bad.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's a bad thing to commit crime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, dude, the reason these people act the way they do is because they have very sheltered upbringings. Most of them come from upper middle class upbringings. They don't come from the streets. They've never dealt with crime. They've never dealt with people that commit crime that don't give two about you and say, oh, I care about you. They don't care about you though. That's the problem, right? Like these people are so sheltered, and that's what turns them into these idealists. Like, I understand that you want to see the good in everybody. I understand that, you want everybody to kind of be able to survive, and I understand all that. But you don't understand that. Like the problem we have in this country is that there is a whole group of people who have had it too good for too long that don't understand what real world is like. Like in the real world, there are bad people and then there are good people. And that will never change.
Just like there's winning and there's losing.
Yeah, and those bad people, they're not exclusively black or white or Jewish or from, third world countries. There's just bad
They're
people.
exclusively bad.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we get played against each other for the benefit of other people to believe that, this group is bad or that group is bad or it's just not true. It's not true. And the propaganda's been so strong for so long that it's very hard for people to come together.
Well, they intentionally make it too divisive. and they intentionally do things.
Yeah, but dude, the thing is, there's no doubt that they intentionally stir it, but you have to have a willingness to compromise and have a conversation. And there's people on both sides, but I would primarily say the far left side that they hate you.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like-
that's what I was going to get to. I mean, to that point though, it's like, they will intentionally do things to trick you into believing or knowing what's the actual truth. Like this came out. So like, with the DC thing, it's like, violent crime has been at an all-time low. It's going down. It's like, well, and then they get their face busted because, the DC police commander just got suspended, accused of changing crime statistics.
Who said that? Who said that was happening?
What was those guys' name? What
was that?
Randy
and BJ.
Consuela? Why I gotta be BJ?
I was talking about BJ. It's because he likes to get blowjobs.
Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, so like this stuff like this comes out, and it's like, yeah, like this dude was literally changing the statistics of the violent crime that was coming in. So it's not just that they were not reporting it, they were literally changing things in the counting, and it's like, but this guy's out here saying he protects and serves the community. No, you don't.
That's him?
That's him.
That did it?
Yeah, this is him. This is his name is Michael Pulliam. He's been placed on administrative leave, paid administrative leave, by the way. And this got called out by the union, the police union. They claimed that the supervisors in the department manipulate crime data to make it appear that violent crime has fallen considerably. And so it has not fallen at all. It's increased, is what they came to discover. So it's like, what good is that doing? What would be the purpose of doing that?
We reported that 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
3 years ago, we reported that. And by the way, it's not just in D.C. It's in New York. It's in Chicago. It's in Houston. It's in St. Louis. It's in L.A. And we reported it. Now it's 3 years ago we talked about this, bro.
Now it's
people are like, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist, racist. You hate black people. No, I know math.
Yeah.
Like math. Like this percentage does this amount of crime. This is where the violence is. It's very simple. It's very simple. And if we don't acknowledge the reality of data, then we cannot fix the problem, which is ultimately what the racism comes from.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you fix how can you say I care about the black communities, but the crime rate is something that it isn't? Like that's not where you start to fix problems.
Well, I mean, it's no different.
It's just like you said, waking up in the mirror, bro. The mirror don't lie.
We're stepping on the scale. That's what I was just about to say. Like, I mean, yeah, you can call yourself skinny all you want, or you're healthy, or you step on that scale.
I think people are waking up to it, though, dude. I mean, I think people are realizing, like,
well, for sure,
because I saw the polling for this Trump shit.
Yeah.
And when it first started happening, I was like, dude, they're gonna go crazy because they're gonna say he's enacting martial law and he's being tyrannical and this and that. And then, what we saw in the media was, both sides of the media were like, hey, I think it's a good idea that we maybe clean this shit up.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, because you can't tell us if violent crime's at an all-time low when I can't walk down my street and go to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, these two things, it can't be a square circle. Like they don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm seeing this with my own eyes, and you're telling me that it's this. It doesn't work. Doesn't work, man. Let's see what the chat got on this. Math is racist, brosif. That's real. Jillian Michaels.
Yeah, you got to keep the chaos so structure isn't allowed to form. Correct.
That's real. That's real. Yeah, man. Like I said, this DC situation.
Yeah, Jillian Michaels did call them out on CNN, saying that they were blaming everything on white people, and then saying that, for years they've been demonizing white people for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it is white people.
It's
the white devil.
I think we all know that.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, man. So we'll keep you guys up to date with what's happening in DC. We'll stay on the temp gauge there. But yeah, let's let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, let's go cruise some of these comments. We got a couple of them here. This first comment comes from Funky Moose Chops. He says, ironically enough, DJ did shout out the best mayonnaise brand. Duke's been giving my family heart problems since the 50s.
You like mayonnaise, bro?
No.
Yeah, me neither. See that? Winners don't eat mayonnaise.
Is that what it is?
I'm not.
Mayonnaise
That's
for
not
fucking
even. That's,
losers,
that's
bro.
not even.
Is that what
Yeah,
it
this
is?
is special
I've never.
Shit's
I don't-
nasty, isn't it?
Yes.
Potato salad? You've had potato
It's
salad.
like
You've had
curdled
mayonnaise.
milk in a gelatin form. It's disgusting.
I don't understand it.
Man, somebody said mayonnaise makes your butt leak.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know because I'm not a loser. I don't eat it.
All right, that's cool. Next one is Ross Madden. He says, doing the show live is pretty sick. What if DJ shows up late?
DJ ain't gonna show up late.
That's right.
That's it.
Well, Andy will probably show up.
That's what I said. I didn't say AF won't show up late. I said DJ will show up late. All right. The
AF runs on his own time.
We're asking his schedule.
Yeah.
All right.
It ain't DJ.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have that.
Listen,
we'll keep that.
We know that we're all to be seated, and when Andrew walks in, that's when it starts.
That's right.
No,
That's right.
hey, listen. If you
I'm trying it, man. This is a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a job to do.
Right outside those walls.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we got another one. Fault Line
What do
King.
you guys say? I know you guys have some shit you say.
Who?
Like when I say it's going to be 3, what do you say? Is that what it is? 3:30? So it's 30 minutes grace? All right. That's fair. That's fair.
listen. If he says 3, as long as the first number is 3, if it's 3:59,
It's
point
it's fucking
59,
three.
it's 3.
That's 3.
that is 3.
It's
That
3.
It is. That's accurate.
That's black people
That's
time.
3.
No.
That's what that
It
is.
says 3.
That's it. He didn't say 3 on the dot. 3. That he said 3.
3, and
Yeah.
that's something.
It's something. That's right.
All right.
That's right. We got another one. Fault Line King. This was a Spotify comment 2 days ago. He says, solid 8 months of bugging the hell out of the local gas station. I'm pleased to say we now have every flavor of Form energy drinks. That orange is the tits.
Now, orange is definitely good.
Orange is pretty good.
What's your favorite? We already know what's your second favorite?
That's not fair.
What's your favorite
That's not
then?
fair. That's not
What's
fair.
the favorite, DJ?
It's great.
Yeah, see?
Hey man, you wrong for that.
I mean, you know.
I knew what it was.
You know.
What's second favorite, though, for real?
Second favorite, Screaming Freedom.
Bro, I don't know how people can't say Screaming's number 1. Like, it's to me, it's a lot better than the rest.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, it's good.
What do they call What is this flavor, anyway?
It's Screaming Freedom.
I know. It's cherry. Oh, I can't read it.
Oh,
I
shit.
have to get some peepers, bro.
Toss them, Tim.
Is that what that was?
I can't toss them because I take them off. I can't.
You can't see where they're going. He ain't gonna be able to catch it, apparently. So,
Cherry, lemon, blueberry
Hey man,
with eagle blood.
extend it out farther.
Yeah, dude, that just started for me. My cousin who's my optometrist, Dan, he's like, once you turn 40, you're gonna have to get them, and it's been like I'm holding off, but now it's like getting to the point where like I can really tell.
yeah, man.
You'll get there.
Fine wine, baby.
Yep.
That's what it is. Last one, I decided to bring an OG comment in.
By the way, thank you for that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you guys that are demanding for these places to carry it. They're going to be carrying it soon anyway because we're selling way more than we ever thought we would.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys.
Great problems to have, man. And then with Tim on the show, I have a comment from the last time you were on the show. This was 2 years ago. From WB Willie. Thank you, Tim Grover. I read the entire book after learning about it on this podcast, and it is truly amazing work. After reading it all the way through, I'm going to read it again because this work is so far above my understanding of greatness that I feel like I couldn't completely comprehend everything. I know in order to do this right, I need to know everything or else I've got holes in my boat. Very grateful for all this valuable stuff.
That's one thing about your book, Relentless, bro, is you have to read it multiple times.
Yes.
And dude, I think it's one of the most brilliant books ever written, real talk. And the reason I believe that is because, dude, I read it about once a year. You know that.
Yes, I do.
And every time I'm in a different place, bro, it means something different. It's a work of art.
Yes, it means something different depending on where you are in your journey, where you are in your life, what's going on. And you know what I always say, relentless is about the mindset. Winning is about the journey that very few will take and how to use that mindset in it. No, because it's people can get. I have the mindset. Okay, if you say you have the mindset, now let's see you put it to work. And let's see you win. And it's exactly what you said. Those words and those books mean different things to you in different stages of your life, different places in your journey, where you are as an individual. I know you do a lot of reading. But what you do is you always go back, like you said, you read that book once a year. You go back to your foundation. It's not about how much you read. It's about how much you retain and what you do with that information. You know, I used to tell Kobe and I always had this knowledge. Everyone says knowledge is power. You know, knowledge is power, but only if you act on it, if you put it to use. That's where the power is. That's what this podcast does. All right, it gives you the knowledge
to get on the domestic terrorist list.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Have fun with your flight back home, Tim.
Yeah. So,
what were you doing in St. Louis? Oh, Andy, I need you to bend over, sir.
Yeah, man, that's real, man.
Fuck,
Guys,
dude.
we do appreciate you for being Real Ass fans, as always. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing. Make sure you guys hit that bell notification to stay up to date with the latest drops from Real AF. And also, check down in the description below if you guys want to be a part of this live chat, that secret society.
There's a handshake.
There's a handshake we got to do. We'll send our people. And, yeah, we'll check into it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Seeing that young dude.
Yes, it is.
Doing it.
Yeah.
It's always good, man.
And you know what? Listen, again, thank you to everybody here. It's always appreciated. And, you know, Andrew and I have had discussions on doing more of this.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised if we get invited back and continue to expand everybody's idea of what it really takes to define your definition of success.
It's real. That's real.
Oh.
Let's keep cruising, shall we? I thought for headline number 2, you know, thought we'd do a little something different with you guys. I have a brand new segment for you guys. Let's lose some brain cells. Tim Grover.
Lose some brain cells.
Mm-hmm. Did I spell that right?
I don't think all that should belong on the screen at the same time, man.
That's what I mean. We're gonna lose some. Listen, there's no doubt. Everybody in this room.
Tim might kill you, bro.
We're about to lose some brain cells.
Yeah,
all right,
I'm
I'm
about
just
to lose something.
just putting it out there. Right, I got some clips. This is from the official DJs.
You're gonna lose your job.
Yeah. No, this is from DJs.
Well, you know, I'm a big person talking about before you can add, you got to delete.
That's right.
Well, this is. I got some videos here that are straight from DJ's algorithm. Okay,
Oh,
so buckle up. All right, and let's just see how this goes.
this should be called the next 20 minutes of racism.
No,
If it comes from your
bro,
algorithm.
listen, I can't tell you. I don't know what's. I think I got to get a new phone because my algorithm, bro, is wild. So yeah, let's just lose some brain cells together. Check this out. All right, how we feeling?
Did it work? Did you lose some? I did.
I feel like Tim's about to get pissed.
You know what? I gotta admit, I know him.
Oh man!
All right.
What the?
Yep.
Come on!
Everybody
All right.
good? We good?
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean-
listen.
I think it worked.
Oh, we're not done yet. I
I
got
might-
more. I got more.
The only thing I can relate to that picture is I might have had that jacket at some point.
Yeah. No, I think it looks like your old jacket. It looks like your size. Fat guy in a little coat.
All right. Well, it gets way worse. So
Yeah. What is going on?
I don't know. You know, sometimes I choose not to ask questions, you know,
Yeah.
and just let things be what they are. It is what it is.
That guy moved into his first apartment ever and decided, he's like, you know what I'm going to do now that I'm here?
I'm going to upload the baddest video ever made.
I'm going to let people see the real me.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's keep moving. We got another one. Here we go.
Is that one of your clients?
Rate the agility.
Actually, I think the gymnasium in first form.
I think you can host such an event.
You can host an. You know what? People actually pay for that.
Oh yeah, I would pay to see that shit.
Listen.
You got nothing?
I think the person next to that gentleman, it might be a lady. People are into things, man.
If you have nothing to say, nice.
People are into things. Listen, if they're happy and they're not hurting anybody, that's their. Listen, I don't understand it. It's not for me to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But
That looks like a lady.
Well, I got more. Listen, we got some good ones here. All right, let's check this next one out.
and DJ wants to know why his algorithm's all.
All right, here we go.
Parkour.
She's in great shape. To be able to do all that, be able to balance on a branch barefoot, go through.
I feel like that's the final boss of like white liberal women.
That's like
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
she's the captain.
That's
of the
like
team.
it. Yeah, that's like
She's about to let out a scream.
that's the
roar.
ultimate form, bro. That's it.
Zishan, what do you think?
Retard.
Oh man.
That's not what I was asking.
I got two more. Okay, we're almost done here with this
Dude,
segment.
what
I
the
promise.
fuck is going? See, I'm.
This is
me and
my
Tim are
algorithm.
over here trying to explain to people
Winning.
how to win and
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
but
Some people just on a different thing, man.
you know
Like
what?
planning.
Here's what the crazy part. To these people,
That's their win.
that is their win.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How the do you come up with something like this?
I don't.
Somebody said the bitch eats meal from the jar.
Oh yeah.
So you know what? It's those people don't understand us.
Well, it's like Kobe said. I don't want to understand that.
We don't want. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't. You know, I just. But that's their win. Like you said, the guy, the first one we saw, that might be his first apartment. That's a huge
win.
That's a huge
He
win.
celebrated with a costume party.
Yeah,
There you go.
right.
Yeah.
And he had his friends.
Yeah.
Oh, and then just, well, it's well,
Yeah.
okay, but
So what- so what happened
you know what?
with-
You know what the huge wins are? You know what the huge wins are? All right, they made it onto one of the world's top-rated podcasts.
They don't know it yet. No, they don't know it yet.
All right,
They'll find out tomorrow.
so
They don't know it yet.
Oh man.
one of them's
DJ,
going
what
to
the fuck is
combat
going
medicine.
on?
Yeah. DJ, yes, thank you. I've been at this for 5 years.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I here's some winning. I got another one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is okay. POV. You're at your son's basketball game. He makes a free throw, and he does this.
I mean, you would do that.
Yeah.
You're the one that comes in here and talks about how you can do the splits and
I
shit.
can do a split, but
Yeah.
Well, you can?
Yeah.
Right there. Let's go.
No, I'm all right. My pants.
Take them off. You got drawers on? Let's go.
I don't think ever in my life I would have ever imagined Tim Gover would tell me to take my pants off.
Yeah.
You said you can do this. Well,
I can't. It's verified.
But verified by who? No.
Joe.
No.
Did he really do it?
Huh?
No. Sort of. It was half-ass. It was acceptable in the diabetes gang.
Sounds
though,
like
right?
you've been caught.
It was diabetes gang initiation. Doing a half split with an ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
What would we do if I thought that was pretty respectable celebration.
It's a free throw.
I would say don't do that in public ever again.
No. It's a free throw. And like literally the coach and this is where I have a hard time with.
Why are you cheering for that bullshit?
Right. I told you only on the 3-pointers.
7.
Who's a coach? Who's a coach? The parents. What do you think? It's a team sport. It's a team sport. All right. Winning requires a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why is people so? And this is why are people so? I didn't even think about the word, but just like about making it their moment instead of making it about everybody else's moment. And you're included in that moment.
You know where that starts.
I know.
Yeah. It starts with dudes running off the field, taking their shirts off and their shoulder pads and acting like assholes. And kids see it and they're like, oh, I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I had, go off track a little bit. I literally had somebody tell me about a professional football player and said that been in the league for a while, and he said the only time that he's ever been confronted by the coach where the coach was his first year in the league. He goes, after that, he goes, everything just, and he wants to learn.
Yeah.
And he wants to be learned. He wants to be coached. He wants to be disciplined. He wants to do the things. He wants to get better. He goes, once.
Well, I mean, there's another side of that. The other side is you're expected to be great on your own.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm here to coach you and make you better, but the onus is on you.
I've always wondered about that. Like, because obviously, like Little League, going to middle school, high school, right? Like, there's coaching. Like, you're really being coached.
The best of the best. You talk to Tom Brady, talk to Michael. Obviously, we can't talk to Kobe anymore. But you look at these individuals, and you look at their past coaches, and they always ask you, what's the common denominator among the greats? And they all would say they were very coachable. They take the information, and you're putting out information here. Okay, you are literally these, for millions of people, you are their coach. You're literally giving them direction. Now, what they do with that direction, now that's not the only direction they get, but they're coming in here to be coached, to become educated, to become better. They've opened up their minds, they've opened up their hearts, they've opened up their souls to be like, hey, listen, I genuinely want to get better. I'm going to hold myself accountable, and it's just like, well, how do you prove people wrong? How do you prove yourself right? By improving. And that's what these individuals want to do. The one thing, the best of the best, you're coachable.
Yeah, because I realize I'm an idiot.
Yeah, your brothers. You can't build what you guys have built Dude,
I feel like an idiot. Like most of the time, I feel stupid. And I think that's a common trait amongst high achievers when they're in the mode of building. When I walk out and got to do my thing,
you do your thing.
yeah, I'm not thinking I'm an idiot.
No.
I'm thinking like, dude, I'm going to crush you.
Yeah.
You know, but the rest of the time I'm like, all right, how do I get better? What's the problem? Where am I weak? What do I got to do? What do I need to learn? How do I need to get better at this skill? You know what I mean?
And you get that information.
It's a dichotomy,
right.
that most people can't really understand or see because all they see is the performance.
Yep.
Like they see somebody, like let's take Conor McGregor, for example. People would say Conor McGregor is not humble. And I would argue that you are wrong. And I'll tell you why. Because for him to get to the level that he is, he had to learn a whole bunch of shit. And to learn a bunch of shit and become great, you have to be coachable, which means you have to be humble. All right? So what you see as the product doesn't mean that that person is not humble. And I believe that this is a big disconnect between the average person and how they look at high achievement. They see someone who is passionate, excited, and understands, by the way, how to be a character in a product, which is part of his job.
Yes, it is.
And they see it and they say,
and nobody does it better.
no, he's great at it. And by the way, that's why he's been paid so well, because he understands I am a character. This is part of my job. And he couldn't have even got that good at talking shit without learning from someone how to do it.
Yeah.
So I would argue that most of the people that people say that person's not humble because they're successful and they forgot where they came, is actually some of the most humble people because they're coachable behind closed doors.
Now, I've met him. I know him personally. We've done some work together. One of the most giving individuals you'll ever meet. But he doesn't publicize it all the time. You know other individuals that every time they give, it's for them.
Yeah.
It's for their moment. It's not for the others. I'm telling you. Listen, is he perfect? No, none of us are perfect. But one of the things he did tell me, he goes, I won, but nobody told me what was coming along with winning. What we started this podcast with.
No. That's real, man.
He's got it figured out, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's the only dude in the world that can put his dick on the internet for the whole world to see and no one gives a
And still be okay. I actually had one of those videos. But
Yeah.
I'm like, we ain't won't go with it. But yeah, we lost some brain cells.
Again, that's why your algorithm on your phone is where it is.
Well, I send them. See, the trick is I send them to other people too, so I mess up their algorithms.
Oh, my algorithm
Joe-
is certainly messed.
Oh, don't give me that. No, you send me the.
That's because you sent them to me. Then I see them in the algorithm, and then I'm like, oh, DJ might like this. It came from him.
I send Andy stuff. He's like, oh, I already seen this.
That's true. I did get the weirdest suggestion in the world yesterday, and it was this post of this whale jumping out of the water with like a boner, and it said suggested for you. And I'm like, is this where the we're at now? I'm getting suggested whale boner pics.
That's right. That's right.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's a good day to be alive.
I definitely did laugh when I saw it.
And we all have to laugh.
Yeah,
Got to.
I definitely laughed. But
all-
I was curious.
We
because
all
it said
we
suggested for you.
all have to laugh.
I'm going to ask Zuckerberg when I meet him.
Who suggested this
Why
shit?
do you think that I want to see an orca's penis? What's wrong with you?
Well boner fetishes.
Send me more.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, all right, appreciate it. I hope you guys like that. Let's keep the cruise moving. We got one last headline here. We got headline number 3. Let's go to the sports arena. This is a topic we've covered a few times on the show because it's a new topic.
By the way, if you've never seen Andrew in a suit,
Oh, that's a good looking dude.
I'm telling you,
I say we all look pretty good in suits. here.
yeah.
Nobody does it like you, though, bro.
Tim
sharp.
G's got the suit
I-
game on lock.
I have an agent and a personal stylist.
That person.
They're the same.
Yeah. You take care of this guy? All right.
Yeah, let's get to our third and final headline, guys. Headline number 3. Headline number 3 reads, 3 WNBA players ejected after fiery
I just saw this today.
Sun Sky scrap. Yeah, let's talk about it.
I just want to talk about the Fever.
That's it? Yeah.
We only talk about the Fever. That's
Yeah.
the only team that I'll
The
give
Sun's
you.
all right. Sun's
Oh.
all right. Sky's okay. They're all right.
It's Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham.
That's it.
That's the league.
That's the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's talk about it because they've been getting this has been getting heat, and it ain't got Caitlin Clark or Sophie involved. But apparently, ejections now come in 3s. I think that was a pun they tried to do there. A very dirty one, in my opinion. A trio of WNBA players earned the boot Wednesday night following the altercation during the Suns' 71-62 home win over the Sky. Connecticut's Bria Harley and Chicago's Rebecca Allen each received ejections for starting the scuffle, while the Sky's Ariel Atkins' night ended early for being an escalator after shoving Hartley and touching a referee, according to the crew chief, Angelia Suffren, as reported by ESPN. The situation unfolded early in the second quarter when the Suns' Sanaya Rivers and Hartley battled Allen for a rebound, which the former corralled. Here's the clip. Let's check it out.
But this action right here, there's a lot happening. A lot happening. Grab my shirt. I'm feeling the ground.
Tina Charles gets
She didn't hit the court though. She out of bounds.
Ariel Atkins says some words to Bria, and she says she grabbed me first.
Man, number 10's a big one.
It's pretty big.
Damn.
Pretty big.
That's like Shaq.
Grab his dick, twist it.
Shaq Jr. out there.
Yeah, so we got some. That
was it?
That was it.
That was it? They got ejected for that?
And there was ejections there.
Come on.
All right.
Let the girls fight.
Now I'm just
The
saying,
ratings will go up.
I've seen a lot worse happen with no ejections.
Yeah, like that other thing
Like the assaults on
on Caitlin Clark.
like Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the because I mean again you've been around and got to see some of the greatest in basketball ever played, right? Like how much does emotions on the court, I guess, because I mean tempers get hot, right? Like I get it, pushing, shoving, but like all out brawls have been happening.
That wasn't a brawl.
I said they have been happening, right? Maybe not that game for sure, but I mean, what's your take on that, Tim?
Listen, the individuals and the teams, like I said, that can control their emotions. I always say this. Coaches always say, man, play with emotion. Well, which emotion you want me to play with?
Mm.
An emotion, your emotion that gets you going may be different than my emotion, may be different than Andrew's. Everybody's got the different. So when you say, play with emotion, all right, play with understanding, control your emotion. Because here's the thing, as an opponent, my job not only is to win the game, but also make you lose your emotion, take you out of your game. That's why a lot of athletes talk trash to each other to see who can, if they can set up shop in their head. All right, things are going to happen on the court. MJ used to always say this. He goes, I know the opponent is going to do anything that they can to get me thrown out of the game. There's videos of him literally pulling his fist back, and there's at the last putting it down, because he knows if he throws that punch, they won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it's 6 games without him. Right.
Is that how long the ejections are?
Could be, yeah. Fucking
Well,
fight
back
like that.
in that day, no. But now,
Yeah.
right now, yeah.
Yeah.
You throw a punch. Listen, part of winning, part of team is understanding what your emotions are, and figuring out how to control them. Listen, control your thoughts. You control your emotions. You control your You're going to control your emotions. You're literally going to control the outcome of the game.
I think you say it on something too that's like a big thing that I think people, I probably shouldn't even say this because most people aren't equipped to do this effectively. But the best guys, the best entrepreneurs, the best business leaders, the best athletes, they understand the game of distraction very well.
Very well.
They understand that when they say certain things or when they post certain things or when they do certain things, they understand what it does to the opponent, and they're doing it intentionally. And that's something, like only like the top people understand that as part of their game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Attack them physically, attack them mentally.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
your point. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's what it.
When
Listen,
you find out, like, dude, when I find out that something annoys somebody that I want to beat, I will annoy the fuck out
that's
of
what
them.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do. The only time someone can get into your head is when you're not there.
Dude, one of the best ways in today's world to beat your competition is legitimately to make them hate you so bad that they can't concentrate on what the fuck they do.
What they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should that have been an ejection? Should that have been an
Come on.
ejection?
No.
Bro, listen, if the WNBA wants to up viewership, fight.
Oh.
I'm being dead serious, dude.
Yeah.
Like, y'all can't make all the buckets. So, like, you can't dunk. Like some of you can, but, and you want to get paid more money. Well, pay more money means more eyeballs watching the sport. Let them rip.
Yeah.
Throw some blows. The biggest thing that happened in the WNBA this year was Sophie Cunningham sticking up for
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. And, dude, what was that? That was physicality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Physicality works for eyeballs. I'd be watching more games if there was more fights.
Would you though?
I'd watch a game.
I'll watch one more game.
That's more than zero.
Yeah, man. I think I
What, Madot? It's true.
And listen, I will give the WNBA some. From a skill standpoint,
Yeah.
they're amazing.
Yeah.
Like
Dribbling, passing.
footwork,
Yes.
the footwork, passing, it's absolutely. If you are a young basketball player and you want to learn footwork, moving without the ball, being able to dribble, coming off of screens, shooting, all this other stuff, watch the WNBA. Watch
Bro,
with
that's a fair
attention.
statement. They're technically better players.
Yes. Yeah, and there are some NBA players that will admit that say, listen, I watch them religiously to watch how they, their footwork, because, obviously they're not as athletic as all NBA players. Some WNBA players are more athletic than some of the NBA players, so their skill set has to be better.
Bro.
It just has to be
And I will say this
better.
too. We talk a lot of shit because it's fun and games and
Yes.
jokes, okay? But here's the truth. This is the truth. All right? It may not be as exciting to watch. And the reason it's not as exciting to watch is because we don't recognize the names. All right. But the main reason is because the game of men's basketball has evolved to, like, people don't appreciate the fundamentals anymore. They want to see the amazing shit.
Yes.
They want to see a dude jump from the Michael started it,
What?
from the free throw line to the, hoop. They want to see all that shit. And they want to see, like, dudes just dunking right on top of each other, and you can't get that in the WNBA. And so people will say, well, it's not as exciting to watch. But and it isn't because of that. That's the reality. But the framework of what's considered good basketball has changed over the last 30 years. So women aren't capable of doing that part of the game, which it's then considered to be inferior basketball. But I can tell you this, dude. I went to Southwest Missouri State before it was Missouri State. And there was a girl there, and you're going to know who it is, Jackie Stiles, who was the greatest athlete that I've ever seen personally in my life. And I've never seen anybody work harder either. I've never seen somebody work harder or be better than her at her thing. And, you know, Caitlin Clark just passed her up on the sport. But, like, dude, she would practice with the men. And we had a Sweet 16 men's team then. She would practice with the men. The men could not touch her, dude.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of truth to that. But at the end of the day, eyeballs equal paychecks, and they're not getting them, and they got to figure out a way to get them.
That's real, man. Guys jumping on this
fight.
It's a fight.
Well,
Guys.
you go back to the thing that DJ had pulled up about the kid doing the splits.
Yeah.
We don't know if they won the game, if they lost the game, how
Yeah.
did they, but that's, you know,
People watching it.
People watch it because of the eyeball, and that's what social media does. You know, it's just like everybody posts that one play that everybody goes, ooh, they want that aha moment. All right, instead of the end result. You can have the aha moment and have the end result, but most people, they stop at the aha moment.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man. Guys, jumping on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. With that being said, let's get to our last final segment of the show, guys. As always, we have thumbs up or dumb as fuck. We bring a headline in, we talk about it, we vote on it. It gets one of those two options. And so, since we got Tim Grover, who loves winning, we have Andy, who also loves winning, but you love animals. Thought we have a little bit of both here.
Winning
All right?
and animals.
Winning and animals. Okay. So our thumbs up or dumb as fuck headline reads, Texas boy's heart-warming moment with prize-winning goat at animal show goes viral.
This didn't come from, like, India or anything, did it?
Texas.
Texas?
Not Indy.
Zishan.
Zishan giving you some messed up licks, man. Yeah, let's dive into this, man. A bleat-taking duo, a 5-year-old boy in Texas, has captured hearts after he was filmed joyfully showering his prize-winning goat with hugs and kisses after placing fourth in a local animal show. The heartwarming video, which has garnered more than 6 million views on Instagram, shows Milo Garza beaming at his yellow ribbon before hugging his white and brown pet goat, Teddy Bear, and smothering him with love at the Cabritos Goat and Lamb Show in Kingsville on June 22nd. Let's check this clip out.
As we zoom in on this goat showing in Kingsville, Texas, meet 5-year-old Milo Garza staring at his yellow ribbon. Just look at that face. Over the moon about winning 4th place, even kissing his little goat, Teddy Bear, and hugging him tightly. We had to know the story behind this video.
Hello, goats.
Milo and his mom, Elizabeth, telling us how it all went down. It turns out the whole Garza family loves goats.
We feed them, and we work them, and we walk them. We give them water.
But Milo was actually filling in for his big brother. So this was Milo's moment, and he knew Teddy Bear was one special goat.
Milo, if you can just tell me, what's one great thing about Teddy Bear?
His legs.
What about his legs?
They're fat.
There you have it, one of the secrets of goat showing. From the new kid on the block, his mom saying Milo's been working hard, and that moment captured on video, the joy of competition for a...
Yeah. What we got for little Milo here?
You're going to celebrate 4th like that, you loser? Who are your parents? I thought I'd get it before Tim did. Find a new hobby. You ain't got it, kid. Your goat. Oh, come on, man. That's cute.
It's cute. It is. Listen, you look, the hard work that was put in.
Yeah.
The hard work, the love, the joy, the whole families, everybody's involved in this thing. And listen, he's happy. He's happy, won 4th, and then hopefully this drives him, to get the goat or whatever it takes to move the goat up into 3rd place, 2nd place, for 1st place. Obviously.
What's it take, Zishan? What's it take, bro? What are the secrets?
Listening to Real AF.
Hey, it's the same situation that we all have. Well, when you go lift, we all got to work on our legs.
Yeah. Well, I love his legs. Why do you love them? Because they're fat.
We all
He's
hate
gonna
legs.
grow up. You know what kind of girls he's gonna like.
Yeah.
He's gonna grow up going for those the ones that pay your taxes. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's cute, man.
Yeah.
You gotta love. Look, Zisha and I talk about this all the time, dude.
Goats?
Yeah, we do actually. No, we talk about this. God favors people that take care of animals and treat animals good. I believe that. I've seen that over and over and over again in my life. I believe that if you treat innocent creatures well, good things happen to you. I just believe it. And it's cool to see. It's cool. I don't know. I like it.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. He's happy. He loves his little goat. The goat loves him. It's all good.
And he's working. He carries them,
Yeah.
walks them. Like you said,
Yeah.
It's a genuine thing. He does care. The whole family cares. Like this is our thing. You know, goats are our thing. Listen, you started raising ducks.
Yeah.
You know, and I
everybody's
know,
like, "Oh, dude, how weird is it? That's weird." And I'm like, "Bro, if you were around them, you'd understand. They're like
Yeah.
little people.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they got little personalities like dogs, dude.
your wife was telling us, she's just like, yeah, they all have their own little personalities, male, female. They do other things, and yeah, it's just like you don't vilify something you don't understand, man.
Yeah.
If you there's a reason behind it. You know, we all in here have lost. Now, I can't speak for these guys here, but I know you, me,
Yeah.
Sherry, DJ, I'm sure, that have lost an animal that's been like, man, that pain does not.
No, it never goes away.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
I lost what my dog, and I say this, my best friend, not my dog best friend, my best friend.
Yeah,
And that shit hurts.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing you could say to someone who's going through it to make it
Yeah.
any better. It
No.
sucks. It's like
No.
I want to say, like, I was just reading online today. One of a guy I knew lost his dog, and I wanted to, like, you can't. There's nothing you can say.
There's nothing you can say.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
just like, fuck, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, we all kind of know what that's like.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I like this. This thumbs up.
Thumbs up from Milo.
Yeah, this is a good little dude right here.
Two
yeah.
thumbs.
Now
Yeah.
go get better, Milo.
Yeah, next time it's first place. We're eating your goat.
We're going to eat your goat. Yeah, that's real.
We're gonna have goat kebabs.
Well, guys, Andy, Tim, that's all I got.
Yeah, Tim, great to see you, bro. Thank
Always,
you so much
brother.
for coming in.
My
man.
pleasure, man. Thank you for inviting me into your home as always, man. Like I said, I did a couple of videos in the locker room. It's just this is not a place. This is an experience, man. And every time I come here, the experience continues to get better and better. And I cannot say how proud I am of the whole Frisella family and everybody that works here. And I know the next time I come, it's going to be even better. And the next time I come, it's even going to be better. You guys have developed a standard here, and I go around and check. You know, listen. You don't know about this place. It is freaking. One, it's beautiful, and it's freaking spotless. It is spotless. I mean, it is.
Tim comes through with his white glove, man.
There you
Oh,
go.
I do. Listen, I walk through the
I
bathrooms. I
purposely
look.
don't tell people Tim's coming in, dude.
I look in. I look at see how engaged employees are. Everything in here, because you know sometimes when you come in and you're gone for a while, everybody wants to see, has the standard been raised? Has the bar been elevated? And every time I come in here, I'm never disappointed. I am never disappointed. Thank you guys for
No,
treating
thank you,
me
bro.
as family, better than family. And then, like I said, this is a home. This is a place, a very special place for me, because I've seen it from where it was to where it's gone. And I've seen the way you guys have evolved too. I've seen DJ, you've grown into this individual.
Thank you, sir.
Andy, I continue to watch you progress, through everything, through the trial, tribulations, everything goes on. And watch Sal and the family, and just it's a joyous occasion to watch winners continue to win.
Well, wouldn't be here without you, bro. And that's real shit.
Yeah.
That is real shit. So, all right, guys. Well, that is the show. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.